Usually, when I write one of these introductions, I think about the theme and see if it conjures any stories I can share. Usually, a single story stands out, but this time, it's hard to pin one down as the one, which is strange. All my strange stories seem to fall under four main categories. They are, was that a UFO? Was that a ghost? It was psychedelic, and people. How about I choose one from each category, but tell them really fast, so we have time to reflect afterwards. Yay! My UFO story happened during the summer when I was 11. My brothers and I were camping out on our front porch. We saw shooting stars, planes, and a single point of light that looked like it might have been a satellite until it suddenly zigzagged and changed directions. My ghost story happened when I was 13. I got up to use the bathroom in the middle of the night, and just as I was about to flush the toilet, someone right behind me shouted my name. I jumped and spun around, only to find a dark, empty bathroom and darker, empty hallway beyond. My psychedelic story happened a few years ago when I was staying at a house with some friends in Joshua Tree. We were sitting out by the pool as the sun was going down, and bats began to dive and swoop to catch the insects that were attracted to the surface of the water. More and more bats came until they grew into a writhing swarm. I stood up and outstretched my arms in the middle of it. The light from the pool reflected off their wings and created streaks that traced their paths, like electrons dancing around a nucleus. My people story is about a couple I met while painting at an event in Hollywood. They were straight out of a David Lynch movie. She was tall and wore a leopard print bodysuit, big hair and lots of makeup. He was short and dressed like a British valet, mousy and subdued. I handed her my brush, and she painted little illustrations while she told me stories about the time she posed nude for Picasso, or how Winston Churchill was her uncle. Her partner occasionally nodded and threw in a, "It's true, that's right," like a polite hype man. Each one of these experiences was strange in its own unique way, but also they share a common thread between them. Each story features something unexpected. Is that all it takes to make something strange? The simple act of deviating from the norm? But to deviate from the norm, something must be established as normal. It is only in contrast to normal that abnormal can exist, right? But what is normal anyway? Who's to say? What's normal to me might be strange to you. So is it strange or is it normal? This reminds me of what we do at Meow Wolf. We invite people into the strange through normal settings. In Santa Fe, it's a house. In Las Vegas, it's a supermarket. In Houston, it's a radio station. Years of ideas and meetings and plans and struggle, all to make a space just the right amount of normal. And all that normal is put into place so we can deviate from it. We set an expectation and then we do the unexpected. We get you comfortable and then we jerk the rug out from under you. This way, the strange is clearly strange. It stands out in contrast, and it hits harder. In some ways, the normal spaces are more difficult to make than the abnormal spaces. It's normal by design. Sometimes it feels like designing normal makes it not normal. Like, if it was actually normal, we wouldn't have to work so hard to make it so. It would just be. I think I lean towards strange by design. It's fun to establish what is normal and then let go of the wheel a bit. Deviate. Let in the unexpected. Let in the unplanned. Let wrong answers be right ones. Be willing to break stuff. What's funny is I've been doing strange by design long enough now that it's no longer strange to me. Or maybe it's both strange and normal. Like it's normally strange. It's business as usual. I'm used to how strange it is. Are my strange stories about UFOs, ghosts, psychedelics, and people actually strange? Someone knows exactly what those orbs in the sky are, and maybe that ghost was just a dream. The laser bats were nature at work, and that Lynchian couple seemed to love each other. It seems like the essence of strange is still hard to pin down, which also feels expected. It's like it can only exist in our peripheral vision. But when we look right at it and focus, it disappears. It's more of a feeling. Was it ever really there? Is anything ever 100% strange? Completely removed from any commonality with everything else in the universe? But in order to determine whether it is 100% strange, it must be considered. And that's when it's no longer a complete stranger. You might think there are some strangers here tonight, but we all have this moment together. Tonight, even though strange is the theme, our shared experience will probably leave us feeling more in touch with each other, with more in common with each other. Tonight, while we spin tales of the weird and true, how far will we stray from the path? How other are we willing to be? We will find out together as we leave normal at the door and attempt to know what it means to be strange. Thank you.